Friday, June 22nd edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Let's begin with a look back at the high temperatures from yesterday. It was a hot day all across the region. 93 the high in Charlotte, 95 in Fayetteville and Jacksonville, Elizabeth City, Raleigh at 96, 92 in Greensboro, even there right along the coast, 91 in Wilmington, 80s in the mountains too. So definitely a hot Thursday. Not quite as hot in most spots today, but still I think a lot of lower 90s on the board. But the bigger story today is much better chances for showers and storms. The radar this morning showing you some activity from eastern Tennessee up into West Virginia. A storm, a little bit north of Boone there in parts of Watauga County this morning as well. And as we go forward in time, we're going to see these showers and thunderstorms try to develop eastward and into our area. And I do think a lot of the foothills in Piedmont will pick up a thunderstorm at some point today. Pretty good coverage of scattered showers and storms as the cold front nears. Now, this rain you see down in the Gulf of Mexico into Florida, that is with our next potential tropical system. More on that in just a second. Upper level pattern sure looks like we're going to see a nice breath of fresh air in terms of how it feels next week. A nice trough temporarily digging down the eastern seaboard, and that is going to deliver a shot of some really nice late June air as we get into especially Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Should be a low humidity air mass, a lot of sun. At most Tuesday and maybe Wednesday, some mid 80s for highs, and it may be cooler than that in some spots. So really a nice looking setup for us around the Tuesday and Wednesday time frame of next week. But today, it's still very, very muggy out there. You can see the shower and thunderstorm activity just kind of meandering around off to the northwest of most of the state. But later today, as that front swings in, we'll get a pretty good round of showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures, a lot of 70s on the board this morning. Once you get outside of the mountains, our dew point temperatures are quite elevated with a lot of 60s on the board, even a 72-degree dew point over in Elizabeth City. But what will happen over the weekend is that cold front approaches and moves in. We'll see a subtle decrease in the dew points across a lot of the Piedmont. It's not a big-time dew point decrease, but it should be enough to give most of us a dry weekend, although especially tomorrow through the southern parts of North Carolina, there could be a few pop-up type thunderstorms. But today is the day that has the best chance of showers and storms as this front nears, and then as we get deeper into the weekend, the front will fall apart. Tomorrow, again, maybe southern North Carolina picking up some afternoon showers and storms, and then the front just really completely falls apart by Sunday, and we begin to watch what's going on down in the Gulf of Mexico. Today, it's going to be a pretty hot day still. A lot of the southern and southeastern parts of the country are pretty hot. But look at the 89-degree temperature in Boston. That's a lot better than the upper 90s they were looking at for highs yesterday. And even as I'm cutting this video, the temperature in Washington, D.C. is 83. So a lot of heat in the mid-Atlantic. But again, that nice breath of fresh air is on the way. Now let's talk about the tropics. This is our next potential system. Nothing terribly organized yet. A reconnaissance flight could fly into this afternoon if it is deemed necessary. And remember yesterday, I showed you the European model that took this across Florida, then up off the Carolina coast. Well, European has completely changed its tune today, takes it up to a little bit south of Louisiana by late Sunday, and then makes that left-hand turn to Texas thereafter as we get into next week. And the Canadian kind of meanders us around the northern Gulf. So does the GFS. It's really too soon to know where exactly this might head, but looks like all interest in the Gulf of Mexico, really from Florida to Texas, need to monitor the progress of this next potential tropical system. And of course, we'll be keeping you up to date on News 14 Carolina in the tropical update segments every hour at 21 minutes and 51 minutes past the hour. All right, that is it for today. Everybody have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.